Hello fellow terrestrials, and welcome to my first ever tarot reading video of the series. My name is Flori and this is Sophie Tarot. In this occasion, we're going to be looking into April, your month of April 2024. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe for weekly mystery videos and tarot readings. Give this video a like, and you can also follow me on my social media. Now, without further ado, let's jump right into the video. So before we begin, we have 4 crystals lying on the cards over here. I'm gonna ask you to close your eyes, take a deep breath, and go ahead and choose one of these 4 crystals lying on the cards. Just go with your intuition and try not to take too long to choose. Really follow what your heart is telling you. Okay, you'll find timestamps of each of the groups in the description below. Welcome my group number 1s. This is your reading for your month of April. So before we begin, we're gonna get the very card of your whole month, which in this case is the 4 of Wands. So the 4 of Wands is your card of the month. We're gonna place it just over there. So it really looks like it's a month full of celebration. It's a month in which many things are coming to conclusion. You're achieving certain things that you maybe have been pointing at, aiming to finish. The 4 of Wands is really a card of celebration. It's a card of maybe you have a very important ceremony, maybe you're getting married, maybe you have a very important wedding you're attending to, or maybe it's your birthday, maybe you're an April child. So who knows? In this case, obviously this is a collective reading, which means it has many different meanings for many different people. But what we know is that the 4 of Wands is a very beautiful card, a party card, a celebration card, and it looks like there's a lot of things to celebrate for you during the month of April. Now, if we take a look at the next cards that you guys have. So we got the Hermit card over here and the High Priestess. What I can see for you guys is that the month of April basically is asking you to come out of your shell. If you know what the Hermit means, basically the Hermit talks about someone who gets isolated, someone who needs to go within, needs some time alone. And the fact that the card is upside down, I mean, it tells me that you guys probably need to break out of that comfort zone once and for all. You need to stop isolating yourself. This month is meant for you to stop isolating yourself. Stop just hiding out in your bed and not getting out of your house. Maybe this retrograde, this Mercury retrograde is really hitting you and you don't want to get out of your bed. But this card over here is basically, it's telling us that this month is meant for you to come out, start doing things with other people and not just going within. So this month is going to be a month in which you're going to be having opportunities to stop this isolation period that you've been in. For some of you might be trying to fight against this ghosts in our head, like anxiety or even depression could be a thing. It's a month that has a lot of potential for you to basically start fighting against all these feelings that you have. Also with the High Priestess, it tells me that you have to it's a month in which your intuition is just going to be really coming out there, and you're probably going to want to follow your intuition way more this month. This month, your third eye and your perceptions are going to be all over the place. So make sure that you follow these. Allow them to start guiding you or paving your way through the month. Allow your intuition to guide you. Basically follow your gut feeling more. Maybe just because because of this hermit feeling over here, you just feel like it's not right to do certain things. Maybe you just prefer to hide out and not do much this month. But you might have deep down inside a feeling that's actually the right thing to do for you is to get out actually and do stuff. Or even just accept an invitation, for example. Maybe you get an invitation to do something and you're like, actually, I don't think anything right is going to come out of this. But deep down inside, you know you want to accept it. This is basically the gut feeling I'm talking about. And it doesn't have to be with an invitation. It can be with literally anything that pops up in your day-to-day life. So really go with your intuition this month and try to break out of this whole isolation period. Try to fight against that anxiety and that depression this month. And it obviously, these things are not easy, but it just, the month has a lot of potential for you to start, to put your right foot on the ground and start to give your first step into the unknown and into better times coming up for you. We're gonna get some oracle cards for you to see what else is coming your way for this month of April. And we have Vesta over here and your 6th house. First off, the 6th house is basically all about getting back to work. So it might be that you have been really postponing what you have to do, or you have been maybe procrastinating. So this month is all about getting that work done. Okay, stop pushing it to the side. This month, you really gotta focus on those projects, those things that you have been pushing to the side. So keep that in mind. While Vesta, the asteroid, it actually makes reference to reconnecting to passions that we might have. It usually talks about reconnecting with those things that really spark us inside, that motivate us, that gives us inspiration. Basically, once you start reconnecting to these things, these aspects that you maybe have not been practicing or doing for yourself, those things that really inspire you, those things that you really got passion for, these are disconnecting you from reality. And if we go back to the hermit, it might also be one of the main reasons why you're isolating yourself so much. Not reconnecting, not connecting to these passions, not doing all these things that really spark you up, that really got you going, that give you a purpose in life. So it's very important that you, this month, try to reconnect to these passions or take up one of the activities that you really like doing, because this will literally be a game changer for you if you start reconnecting to what really makes you you. Okay, so that's really important there. You'll really notice a very big difference when you start doing that. And we're gonna get some oracle cards over here to see what else we got coming for you for the month of April. And we got the Between Worlds. So the Between Worlds talk about transitions, but it also talks about like not being fully immersed in one situation, but basically your mind is pushing you to both sides. You kind of have many things in your head and you cannot focus clearly on your main goal, your main thing that you want to achieve. Now let me read one message for you about the Between Worlds card, and it says, between the worlds is where you must let go of the tendency to make assumptions. This is a time when you are unable to see what is ahead. So be aware of this feeling over here in the month of April. Don't try to part your head and be in two places at once. Usually the best solution for you to get ahead in life and get things done as well, we were talking about getting things done over here with the 6th house, is basically focusing on one thing at a time and really not wanting to do everything at once. This month, probably multitasking will not be at its best for you. Maybe you're good at multitasking, but this month your mind might be like all over the place. So really try to do one thing at a time so that you don't get stuck basically in the in-between and the between worlds, as it says. If you can see the card also, you have like a very beautiful flamingo on the right side and like a quite sad one on the left. It's like, if you expect to do many things at the time, how can you make sure that both things are going to come out exactly as you want them to come out? So it doesn't have to be only with things in particular, you know, like it doesn't have to be with a situation that you're just, you know, multitasking. It can also be reflected on relationships. Maybe you are in a love triangle at the moment. It can also be with many different passions that we were talking about here, or things that you would like to follow, like career goals that you have. Although you might have more than one, the card is recommending you, suggesting you is that this month is not a good idea to just have a million objectives at once, so that you get at least one thing done correctly and how it should be. Now we're gonna get another oracle card for you to see what else is coming up this month of April. Okay, we got 2 cards over there coming out. And basically, you're ready, and forgiveness. So I do believe that you're ready for many things this month. You might be ready to go head first into those goals that you have, things that you have having in your mind. You're ready to start a different project. You're ready to come out of your shell. You're ready to leave all these things behind, all these feelings of anxiety and depression, leaving all these feelings of not being able to fit in, maybe, if that's the feeling that you have. You might be ready to get into a new relationship, maybe. You might be ready to move on in some cases. We have the forgiveness card, which usually, well, basically it means that you are forgiving. You are a forgiving person. You are going to be surrounded by this forgiveness the month of April. Which makes me think, if you had any conflict with someone, maybe broke up recently, then you are ready to move on. You're ready to forgive. Maybe it has to do with friendships that you're ready to forgive, any conflict that you had. But you have this energy surrounding you the month of April, this energy of renewal, of new beginning. Don't forget, as we said before, the High Priestess and following your intuition is crucial this month for you. And we're gonna get one last card for you, last oracle card for you. We're gonna get a crystal for you this month, and let's see what crystal is. There we go. Your crystal of the month. And we got a bloodstone over here, the beautiful bloodstone over there. So the bloodstone is an earthy green chalcedony spattered with seriously activating red jasper. And basically, who needs this stone? It says they're constantly overworked and completely drained by the soul-sucking machinations of modern life. Where you should put it? Well, whatever you do the important works, like spiritual, physical, and psychological works, and when to use it. It says basically when you're totally bled dry and it's time to get into your body and start feeling your damn self. As you see over here, this bloodstone is going to guide you through this 6th house over here. It's going to guide you through the hard work so that you can start working and not to get drained out. This stone is just the perfect stone for you to just keep nearby when you start actually activating yourself into this new projects, new work, new goals, whatever you're doing. Keep a bloodstone nearby so that you can refill your energy. And that was your reading of the month. Thank you very much, group number 1, and see you soon. Welcome, my lovely groups number 2. This is your reading for your month of April. You chose this beautiful Amazonite stone over here. It's not focusing. There we go. So this is your reading. And first off, we're gonna get your card of the month. So this card basically came upside down when I first got it out of the deck. And this card of your month of April talks a lot about regeneration. So this is going to be a month in which you potentially begin to regenerate, to get better after a storm that you might have experienced in your life. So basically the 10 of Swords talks about exactly that regeneration process, a time in which you really needed to get over something where you have been hurting for some time now. It might be that you have been hurting for some time now. So basically this is a month in which you begin to pick yourself up from whatever situation that you have been going through, and finally starting to get over that pain, over whatever not so nice feeling that you have been experiencing. So we're going to place a card just over here so we can remember what you got. We're going to just take a look at the first two cards for your reading. I'm going to place the stone just over there. We got the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Wands. So first thing I see is, well, basically with the 10 of Cups is that you are trying to aim at, the 10 of Cups usually talks about all our dreams and goals, or the things that we want to achieve in life. For example, in this case, we can see like a family over there looking at the horizon, and usually this card also shows like some dogs. So like it's basically the happy family and get all these things done that are basically imposed to us by society. So yeah, in this case, we're generalizing, but what I mean here is the 10 of Cups usually talks about how we're going into a period of time in which we're starting to focus on what our real goals are in life and what we really want to achieve in life. And we want to walk towards those goals and finally achieve them. So on the one side, I see this month is basically getting over something or regenerating after the storm. Something that's going to be very predominant. It's basically a month that has a lot of potential for you to recover from something, to heal from something, or take action into leaving some toxic traits behind. It can be either within yourself, or it can be a relationship maybe that you have in your life that's not helping you at all. And with the 10 of Cups here, what I see first off is like you want to make the decision to actually start walking the path to achieve your goals, to focus on those goals and those things that you want to achieve in life. Now, the 10 of Cups is upside down, which means this feeling of wanting to achieve the goals is still blocked. Okay, so it's something that you want to unlock this month. It's something that it has a lot of potential for you to start unlocking and literally walking through your path. So it's a choice that you have to make to start going for those things that you really want in life. It's literally the decision to start doing it. Maybe you cannot see it right now, but this month you're slowly going to start uncovering these things, and you're going to start to feel the need to start following your dreams. Maybe in the past you were really, it really depends on the situation here because it's a collective reading again. So maybe in the past you were a person that you were more aligned with your goals and with your dreams, and you maybe have been nodding off for some time, putting these things to the side because society tells you to do something else. So this month you're going to start fantasizing with this idea of literally going back to your old self and saying, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna follow my dreams. I want to start to follow my dreams. What's the first path? What's the first thing I need to do to get back onto that track? Maybe connecting to passions, maybe connecting to things that you like doing again if you have left these things behind. Now, interesting enough, you have the 2 of Wands, and the 2 of Wands usually, it's upright, so it's not blocked or anything. The 2 of Wands, it can mean many things. In this case, it talks about making a choice or putting your attention into getting results. So it really matches the energy over here in your reading. And the 2 of Wands, also, this is something I wanted to mention, talks about trip planning. So who knows, maybe actually for you to follow your dreams, to start connecting to your old you again, to yourself, to your core, is by taking that trip that you've been thinking about. Maybe just taking that leap and to begin to plan this trip that you have been thinking about so much, and just doing it. So 2 of Wands brings about, as I said, trip planning, travels. So that's something that might really connect you again to those goals that you have in life. Now we're going to get one card here. Let's check what oracle cards we have here for you. And we got the 11th house over here, and Juno. So let's talk about these two for a second. The 11th house over here really talks about having big plans. The 11th house also talks about thinking out of the box, not being reduced to, like being a closed-minded person. And funny enough, it's the 11th house, usually it talks about creative processes, it talks about creation, it talks about making things happen. So funny enough, we were literally talking about that. Also, the 11th house is really related to not allowing society to impose to you the goals and dreams which are not what you want, So don't allow society to invade you in these thoughts, force you to take a different path. So the 11th house, thinking out of the box, really not allowing society to interfere in your decisions, following your dreams, and maybe planning that trip, doing things to get more results. Now, we got the asteroid Juno over here, what usually talks about relationships, okay? So in this case, we got relationships coming into this reading, and Juno usually asks you to take a look into the relationships, the people that surround you, and ask yourself, how are they helping? Are they toxic, not toxic? Are they pure relationships? So Juno over here, just a reminder for you to kind of check in with those relationships that you care about the most, or the relationships of people that are nearest to you, and really going back into the core and asking yourself if these relationships are pure relationships, if they're relationships that you want to continue to have in your life. Because it's really important to have these types of support, mostly when it comes to, well, in this case, we're talking about goals, achieving your goals, connecting to your inner self again. And these things can only happen if you have the right people surrounding you. So there's no wonder why Juno, this asteroid, is coming up in this reading for you. So to double check that all the things in your contacts actually are correct for you to start embarking in this journey. We're also going to get some oracle cards over here from the Wisdom of the Oracle. And we're going to see what other messages are coming through for you. The first one is All That Glitters over here. And I'm going to get a second one because I just felt you need to hear this also, this message. It says imagine. All that glitters and imagine. So we're going to place these cards. What I'm getting with these two cards, it literally talks about regaining the sparks in your life. So if we go back again to what we were talking about and trying to reconnect to your true self and really being true to yourself, following your own intuition in this, going after those glittery things, those sparkly things that makes your life the best life. So what makes you enjoy life the most, but also like a need to see beyond superficial things. So basically we sometimes disguise things here in our lives, and we see the masks here. So sometimes we disguise things in life so that we think, okay, this is the right thing. But who tells you that's the right thing? Society, probably. So don't let society make you want or just be satisfied with all these things that we just put, like a disguise on, so that we can be satisfied with just the crumbs, So why keep disguising things and just taking the crumbs if you want, what you want is the complete bread, Like, don't just take crumbs in your life. Don't settle for less when you know exactly what you want. Don't allow yourself to settle for less, because that's not what you deserve. That's not what you deserve in life. And if we just combine it here with this imagine card over here, I mean, it makes so much sense. What you have to do is imagine big, go big, dream big. Don't allow yourself to get satisfaction from things that are not enough for you. And deep inside that they are not enough. You know you can do way better, and it will come. In the end, it will come. Because we literally are what we think. We literally are what we manifest. We attract into our life whatever frequencies in our head are attracting. So imagine. Imagine, first step for you to attract all these things, to go through the path of achieving your goals. First, imagine yourself actually having achieved your goals. This is the very first step. This is literally first step. You're just gonna walk down this path as if you already have it. And then obviously the universe has no chance but to give you that, because your brain literally thinks it's already what you have. So imagine big and imagine all these things that you want to achieve, already having them. so that they come faster to you. Now we're gonna get one more oracle card here from the angel cards. And let's see what your message is right now. You can also think of a particular situation at this time, so we can get an answer. So what else is coming for you? Forgiveness. And this is really interesting because the last group also got forgiveness card over here, and I'm gonna get another card for you. So this month of April is apparently also about forgiveness for you guys. So there is something better, and once again you're settling for too little. You're settling for little, less that you are actually supposed to have. You don't deserve just having less than what you should have in this world, in this life. So there's something better out there for you. There's literally something better. So don't settle for less. Okay, forgiveness. We were talking about, well, regenerating. This month is all about regenerating. Also, I feel like with this forgiveness card, this 10 of Swords over here that we had as the card of the month, I think it really has a lot to do with this forgiveness card, because you are probably forgiving either yourself or a certain situation that you had in the past that literally left you like this, literally left you in pain. And with the forgiveness card, I think this month is really a great month for you to work on that forgiving yourself or the people surrounding you that might have hurt you. And we're gonna get the last card for you, which is your crystal for the month. Let's see. So universe, please give us the... Oh, we got 2 crystals for you. So we got 2 crystals for you, and we got first off the Larimar and Sapphire. First off, let's take a look at the Larimar over here. It's a beautiful blue color. So who needs it? It says the hot-tempered and any Aries, how to use it or when to use it when you feel like all of the world's problem are suddenly just your problem. When anger stands between you and the formation of articulate sentences. And remember, chill is a choice. Ride the cool breeze with Larimar. So is there to try to calm you down whenever you need it. Basically, it's like taking a chill pill. And this crystal over here is just gonna look after you this month. Now we're gonna get into the sapphire so that you can see it. We got a lot of tiny different color sapphires over here. What is it? Just for those who don't know it, with its peacemaking force field of sparkle energy, and a sapphire protects the vulnerable and squishy stuff inside from judgmental people. And when to use it, it says when resentments are doing more damage to you than to those you're holding them against. So the sapphire, as you see, also a crystal that will help you, calm down a little bit. If you do have any, you can try wearing some sapphire, just taking it with you through your days during the month of April. So thank you so much for staying with me in this reading, and I really hope that you can take something from it. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Hello, my groups number 3, and welcome to your reading for your month of April with this beautiful obsidian piece over here that you can see. So this is going to be your reading for the month of April. Now we're going to get your card of the month. And this is the 3 of Swords. I know it looks very scary, but it's actually not that horrible, let's say. It's actually a good card. When it's upside down, it talks about you getting over a certain feeling, getting over some kind of disappointment, getting over, well, when it's upside down, obviously. When it's the way up, the right way up, usually these cards talk about betrayal. It talks about feeling disappointed, feeling left alone, or feeling left aside, or all these feelings of when someone lets you down. Now, this card is upside down. So what I got for you guys for this month of April, the potential for you during the month of April to get over a certain disappointment that you might have been experiencing in the last time. It can also be that you are trying to forgive a certain person or certain people, something that happened between you guys. So this month talks about basically getting over that feeling of disappointment, either disappointment or feeling left out, or feeling you're not part of the group when you maybe you want to be part of that group, maybe feeling left out at work, maybe feeling or just having the feeling that you yourself are disappointing yourself for something that you, I don't know, maybe you promised yourself or you have been wanting to do and you're not able to keep up with it. So there's this feeling of, like kind of disappointment that you're trying to get over, and this is the perfect month for you. There's a lot of potential for you to do this month. Now let's check the 2 cards over here that you have for your reading, and we got the Page of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, both reversed. So what are these cards? So first of all, the Page of Pentacles over here. It talks about someone who's not very experienced in the field. Let's say, if you can see, the page is a very young energy. In this case, we're talking about mostly financial side of things, with the coin over there. So either financial side of things or planning, organization, structural area of your life. Now, when this card is upside down, I feel like this month is probably going to be like this organization or lack of planning is going to be a thing for you this month. It might be that it's a little bit complicated for you to organize yourself, plan ahead, or maybe you're suffering from procrastination. You're just procrastinating a lot. So that's what the Page of Pentacles brings about. Also, pages usually talk about beginning something new or wanting to start something new, like starting to learn something new, begin a project. In this case, I feel like this energy is blocked for you this month. So it doesn't look like if you have been thinking of beginning with something, I don't think it's the best month for you to begin. It's mostly focused on this energy over here. So this disappointment that you are fighting against or you're about to get over. We have the possibility, so like high possibilities of finally getting rid of this feeling this month of April. So it's not going to be focused on organization or planning. It's a little bit hard for you to focus on these plans that you have for a certain project or this kind of things. Now, with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it looks like the month of April you're going to be breaking a cycle. The Wheel of Fortune usually talks about good luck. Well, when it's actually the right way up, we're talking about good luck. We're talking about luck in the game. If you're a gambler, it usually talks about the circles that we have in life, that we basically live one cycle after the other. So, when it's the right way up, usually it talks about a new cycle beginning. But in this case, I feel for you, group number 3, that you are finalizing a cycle. So this month I feel like there is a cycle coming to an end. It can also be very, very directly connected to this feeling that you've been carrying around. So I see a cycle closing for you. I don't see anything negative about closing a cycle, and maybe the fact that it's upside down, as I said, is that it's something against our will. Maybe you're not really 100% happy about the cycle finishing, but it's really for your major good. So that's why I do see that the Wheel of Fortune is always for the best. Also, the cycles open and close, and there's nothing we can do about it. It's just how our destiny works. So we got the 2 cards over there. We're gonna get a message from the Oracle right here. We're gonna ask the universe to give you the next message, what you need to hear. And we got Jupiter, very nice card, and Juno. So with Jupiter and Juno, you got an asteroid and a planet over there. Jupiter is actually really big. So interesting enough, Jupiter talks about a change of luck that is coming our way. So literally we're talking about the Wheel of Fortune right there. And with Jupiter over there, it's like a major confirmation that there is literally a cycle that is closing up for you at this moment in life, and something else that's opening up, something new beginning. But let me tell you that Jupiter is actually a very positive planet, positive card. It brings about a lot of energy and a lot of hope towards us. So there is no other way but seeing this as a positive omen for you guys, because Jupiter talks about what we deserve in life, what we should have, what we should attract. And now if you take a look at Juno, we have the asteroid over here, And again, Juno is basically a card of relationships and doing a checkup around your contacts. I feel like this one is really calling your attention into who are the people surrounding you. And if we think about this disappointments again, it can be literally connected to anything in your life. So is the people that's supporting you or just the people surrounding you, the people that are meant to be in your life? Do they deserve to be by your side? Do they actually deserve to have a spot in your life? So this is just a small checkup to see if the people surrounding you are the people that you would like to have surrounding you. If not, if the answer is no, then what are you waiting for to kind of, cut up the toxicity or cut up whoever are not meant to be in your life for good, because those people don't really deserve a spot. We're going to be getting now another card for you to see what else is coming for you in the month of April. And we're going to ask the universe again to get one message for you. And we got building blocks over here, card number 1. And breathe. What building blocks over here, the universe is trying to tell you is that maybe you don't realize, but you actually do have everything that you need to build the life that you want. As you see the girl here, she's building something around her. She's building her comfort around her, like a house around her. So you do have all these blocks in your life, all the blocks that you need. If you don't, you can manifest them into your life. Maybe what you're lacking is this type of times of meditation for you to connect with yourself again. Now that this month you're doing this work of getting over certain things in your life that have been hurting you, it's actually a good time for you to try and open your eyes and realize that you do have all the things that you need to start building the life that you want. Maybe those things are not really at plain sight for you, but you just need to be shown that they really are, in order to start building the life that you want. Also, this card brings about new relationships. So it's interesting enough that Juno came up saying, okay, let's do a relationship checkup. And then the building blocks oracle card is telling you, okay, maybe it's time for you to allow other people into your life. Maybe there are people coming into your life soon that you were not expecting to meet, but are exactly aligned with your purpose. So allow new people to get into your life. Obviously, as we said with Juno, make sure that these people are aligned with you, that these people do have a good purpose. And I just don't let anyone into my life without checking, okay, this person is really in line with what I want in life. Usually, if you hang out with people that are not aligned with the things that you want in your life, for example, people who just party a lot and do illegal things, for example, then you're most probably going to be pulled into doing these things too. But if, on the other hand, you want your life to be getting better, you want to succeed, you want to become rich, well then, try to find someone who is into business, who has made themselves get the best position at work because they are a hard worker. That's what you want to do in your life. Just if you want to start building, your life in the way that you want to build it, one of the things that this card tells you is, okay, start finding people in your life that are aligned with what you want also, because then the universe gives you no choice. You're gonna be the fourth rich business person from the group of friends that you just created, or that you allowed into your life. So if we take a look at breathe, this card over here talks a lot about wellness. As I said before with the meditation, I don't know how you're doing with your meditations, if you like meditating or not, but basically with the breathe card over there, I feel like this month is actually a really good month for you to start getting into meditation. If you are into meditation and you meditate already, maybe you're not doing it very regularly. As I said before, maybe you're lacking meditation in your life in order to start seeing that you do have all that it takes, or everything that it takes in your context, to start creating the life that you want in the near future. So this is pretty important, and maybe you want to start getting into that. I'm also going to be making a lot of meditations in this channel, so yeah, make sure you follow me so that you can start practicing the meditations. Now we're gonna get another card for you here with the Angel Oracle. And we get the Abundance card. Oh, I love this card. And the Trust card. And funny enough, The Breathe card also has a lot to do with trusting. And as we said, the card of the month literally talks about gaining that trust again, because we're talking about betrayal here. We're talking about someone who actually doesn't really want to open up that fast again, because they feel like they have been betrayed, or they feel like they have been reduced to less than they are, you know. So in this case, the trust card has a lot to do with this month actually opening up and beginning to trust not just yourself again, but beginning to trust that either you have what it takes to make the life of your dreams happen, that you're enough, and also maybe starting to gain trust into these new people that you might have in your life in this month. So like these new people that you're gonna meet. But trust is very important for you to regain, if you actually need to regain it, your self-confidence. Now, abundance, which is a beautiful card, shows that this month is probably going to be really abundant for you, or it has already been abundant for you. We said before that it's not going to be a great month for planning and organizing things, but still, I do see that with abundance, I mean, it doesn't have to be just material abundance and like getting financially rich. I feel like it has to do with activities, and in this case what I'm hearing is activities, is you're going to be having a lot of abundance when it comes to things. Like you're going to be really busy, you're going to be doing a lot of things this month, which is really good actually, because getting busy and doing a lot of things trains our brain as well. So getting out of these feelings over here, that's maybe one of the reasons why this month is actually such a good month for you to move away from these feelings of disappointment or betrayal. And last but not least, I'm going to be getting your crystal of the month. Okay, so there we go. So this is your crystal of the month, and we got sodalite. So sodalite is a really beautiful color, if you can see it. There we go. So what is the sodalite for those who don't know it? It's basically, it says friend to the chronic meditator. Who needs it? Planners, producers. It's really funny because literally this is the crystal you're lacking this month. The one that's going to help you meditate, the one that's going to help you plan. It says when to use it. When you have a big decision to make, when you're 99% finished with a project but can't get your head around the last 1%. Meditate with sodalite. It's really funny because it says it helps with meditation. So what's basically what you are in need of this month is meditation. So there we go. Sodalite is a really good crystal for you to maybe get a hold of and start to meditate with. And it's going to just help you when it comes to planning and all these things. So thank you so much, group number 3. I really hope that you resonated with the reading. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye bye. Hello, my group number 4s, and welcome to your reading of the month of April. And you have this beautiful turquoise crystal over here that you chose, and we're gonna just leave it over here so that we can see what the month of April has for you, or at least what's remaining of this month of April. And the card of the month is the Chariot, and this is an amazing card because I feel like you guys have a lot of energy for this month. The Chariot talks about determination. The Chariot usually shows this person who's riding a carriage. In this case we got a motorbike, someone like who's really going for it, and just the obstacles that you might have, you're just jumping over them. It's that kind of energy. It's like an energy that it's unstoppable. It's an energy that really truly powerful for the person who's living it and who has it. So we're gonna check what these 2 cards are for this month. Oh, it's actually 3 that we got, and they are beautiful cards. So we see here the Queen of Swords, the 10 of Wands, and the Sun. So this is just an amazing month for you guys. At least it has so much potential for you to create so many things. With the Sun, I feel like there's so many positive things that you're taking from this month. There's so many positive things that you can really focus on this month. Even if you're going through dark times, or even if you're having, you know, like if you're going through a situation that's kind of concerning or worrying or just annoying for you at the moment, the Sun is reminding you here that there's still things to be happy about in your life. Oh my God, I can't pick it up. So the Sun is reminding you that even though there's all these things that might be happening to you or not, because this is a collective reading, so there's so many people here watching, the Sun is a card that tells you, okay, but remember that all the things that you have to be grateful for. Remember all these things, the warmth of the sun. It's a lovely card for you to put your mind on all the good things that you have in your surroundings, all the good things that you should be thankful for, and also talks about very positive things coming your way. So maybe all these dark things or these bad things that are happening to you right now, if they are happening to you, might be because at the end of the tunnel there's light, and sometimes we need to get through these tunnel in order to learn things in life, and that's just how it is. Now, I see that for some of you, it can be a month that might stress you. It might be frustrating in a way. The Ten of Wands talks about someone who has a lot on their plate. The Ten of Wands talks about someone who really wants to get a lot of things done at the same time. But if you see the girl is trying to hold all the sticks at once, everything's gonna just fall out, because you can't pretend to just multitask and do a million things at the same time and for all of these things to turn out perfect. Also, multitasking has been proven scientifically that it's not the best way to go around life. Usually when you multitask, things do not get done 100% as they should be done. There's always flaws when we do, obviously not always, but it has been tested, and multitasking is not the best of things when it comes to many tasks. So if this is you this month, you really need to try and chill, just try not to get so many things done at the same time, because it can bring a lot of frustration, mostly not because you're not going to get things done, because basically from what I see, the Sun, Ten of Wands, the Chariot, you're literally determined. Maybe it's a project that you have and you're just so determined that you want to reach a certain goal at a certain time of the month. Maybe you're trying to show off at work and you're like, okay, I need to finish this project before this time so that I can get that promotion that I want to get. There's so many things, and it really depends on your context and on your life situation right now. You can basically accommodate it accordingly. One thing that you really need to know is that you are going to be having this energy this month to kind of want to go against the whole world and just get things done and show how you can actually achieve things. So you're gonna have a lot of energy to, maybe take on more tasks at work or help friends wherever you can if they're having any problems. So yeah, I just see you with a lot of energy for the month of April. Also, a very good thing I see here with the Queen of Swords is that this month you're going to be having a lot of mental clarity. So it's just a month where, oh my god, you guys are going to have a lot of energy, a lot of determination, a lot of potential to get a lot of things done. Remember, multitasking is also not the best way, but the energy is still there. The Queen of Swords is a very nice card that talks about mental clarity and just being really good with words. Swords are usually intellect. Swords are also words and communication. So I feel like you're going to be able to express yourself very, very well this month. Maybe you can take advantage of this energy, and if you need to have a conversation with someone that you have been avoiding for a long time, or just, it's not very comfortable, or you just don't feel like it, this is a really good month for you to express yourself with words. So maybe you want to take that energy and do that, what you have been postponing, or that, just get it done with, We're now going to get some oracle cards over here for you. So let's see what the universe wants you to see here for the month of April. And the first one is Saturn. What a beautiful card. So we got Saturn over here. And the 10th house. Okay, so first off, the 10th house mostly talks about work. It talks about the work area of your life, or any project that you might have. If you're an entrepreneur, then maybe just your career. So this is very work related over here. And it shows us that basically this month is you're gonna be in the spotlight at work. All of this energy is just gonna fuel you up to show what you can really do. I feel like you guys, some of you might even get a promotion, you know, like you're working hard into getting a promotion. And let me tell you, this month, everything's possible. I mean, you guys have the Chariot, you guys have the Queen, so you're very good at communicating, but also, well, you're just taking on a lot of things at the same time. But I do see a happy ending out of this. So if you have been thinking about promotion, this is the perfect month for asking for it. Now that you have your mind clear and you can communicate yourself correctly. It's a very nice time for you at work, or if you have been looking for a job also this month. I feel like it can be the month that you find that job that you've been looking for. Maybe thinking of going solo, or like opening up a business by yourself. This is also a month where you have a lot of potential to start creating, mostly creating. If you want to start creating ideas, if you want to start, like, you know, sitting down and writing down stuff and planning, this is a very good month for it. Very good month also for communicating, and maybe for like creating contacts even, because I see you with such determination this month that you're probably going to be able to create a lot of contacts. Now, if we take a look at Saturn over here, Saturn is the planet of resilience. So let me tell you, we talked about obstacles with the Chariot over there. We talked about this 10 of Wands over here being sometimes way too much for someone to take on one plate, like too many things, and it can become into chaos. The Saturn card over here is talking about putting tests for you on the way. I'm not saying that all of these things, all the positivity, all the good things at work, all this promotion thing, you know, like all these positive things are coming to you without being tested, without having a little bit of a tumble. The Saturn planet here makes sure to ask you the question, is this what you really want? If this is what you really want, then it's like, okay, show it to me. So you might have, like, I don't think that major tumbles, but like just small little obstacles on the way. But don't allow these small obstacles to get on your way to doing whatever that you have in your mind, because Saturn tests you, you know, like it's basically, okay, do you want it hard enough for you to have it? And what you do is you have to show the universe that this is really what you want. So it's very important that you guys don't take these obstacles or any problem that might appear in this month very deeply, very seriously, because you are the one who needs to find solutions so that you can just get over these. But I do see you finding solutions pretty quickly with the Chariot here of the card of the month. Now let's get one of these cards of the Oracle, Wisdom of the Oracle, and ask the universe for you to receive a message from it. We got the Between Worlds. Oh my god, we got another group having this card as well. So the Between Worlds card over here, it usually talks about lessons that we have to learn in life, mostly because we are not fully into one thing and not fully into other thing. It's like we're in the middle. Maybe we have like so many things in our mind at the same time that basically it doesn't allow us to focus fully into one thing, you know? And that can be tricky for us sometimes. It can be tricky because if you have your head on two things at the same time, as we were talking about when we were talking about here about the 10 of Wands, if you have so many things in your mind, who's gonna promise you that you're gonna get good results? Because you're not fully 100% into the one task and you're doing 5 at the same time. You're aiming too big, maybe. It's like wanting to catch 2 rabbits at the same time. It's like you just cannot. Sometimes you have to catch first the first rabbit and then the second, because life is not going to allow you to do both things at the same time. So with the Between Worlds card over here, maybe you need to put your focus more onto, or prioritize a little bit more. Try to prioritize and maybe put on your plate something that you want to achieve first, and once you already achieve that, okay, then let's move on to the next thing. Because you know, being between worlds can sometimes be really overwhelming, and this might not help for you this month, having such energy for you to start projects, get promotions. Even you can put this energy into, like, I don't know, having a new relationship, finding a partner, you know, like anything can be possible for you this month, honestly. Now let's get another Oracle card over here. You can also think of a very particular situation if you would like. We're gonna get here a message. So the situation will improve. And this is a very lovely card, to be honest, because I feel like when we're talking about the obstacles that you might get on the way, you know exactly that your situation will improve. So it can be either you've been going through a period of time where you have been feeling okay, nothing good's coming my way, or you have been through complicated situations, relationship-wise, family-wise, friendship-wise, whatever area of your life. So the situation will improve, and you get the universe getting your back, that you will get better, and not just the situation but also you yourself. And this I say because, well, we were talking about between worlds over here. Basically, when you start practicing this of, you know, like prioritizing, putting your 100% into one thing or several small things, but not like super big things in your life, because if you focus on like major things in your life at the same time, it might actually go to ruins, you know? Like sometimes we really do have to prioritize, and I feel like the situation can improve even more if you start knowing how to prioritize things. So that's important for you this month. Really try to prioritize. Now I'm gonna get for you the crystal of the month for you. Let's see what crystal it is that you need or might help you this month, the universe. Okay, there we go. So we got ruby, the ruby crystal for you this month, and it's this beautiful reddish color. Now, what is the ruby? For those who don't know, it's a fearless guide and protector pointing you in the direction of a rich, passionate life. So who needs it? Anyone with something worth fighting for. So it's really interesting because we saw that you're literally fighting for so many things this month. Or do you have the energy to go ahead and crush everyone on your way? So literally the ruby gemstone is going to really help you through this month. When to use it? When you want to show the world that you're both beautiful and ferocious. Also, when your sex life needs a heaping tablespoon of spice, and here at the end it says feed your fires. So basically with the ruby gemstone over here, so we got a really nice gemstone for you to feel that confidence, regain that self-confidence if you need it. This month, if you carry a piece of ruby in your pocket, it might double help you to show all the people around you all these things that you're capable of, and yeah, just like intensifying all these energies that you are carrying this month. So thank you very much, group number 4, for being with me in this reading, and I really hope it resonated with you. If it did, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next time. Bye bye.